Garland County, a place that nearly 100,000 people call home. It's home to the nation's first national park, a plethora of sports history, and even more waiting to be written. I'm Mark Oliver with XZero Sports. Each week, we'll take you on a journey through the county's 7 public schools, 2 colleges, and numerous sports organizations, and highlight their biggest stories and brightest stars for the world to enjoy. This is the Garland County Sports Report.
Each day in Arkansas, many athletes and coaches are overcoming the odds and accomplishing great things in their communities. Whether it's a prestigious award, excellent community service, or overcoming a personal challenge. XZero Sports wants to recognize the brightest stars in Arkansas by sharing their stories online for the world to enjoy. We call these people XZero heroes, and we believe their stories should be shared with the world. Nominate your XZero hero today by visiting us at xzerosports.com.
Your ad here. Join our winning team today and be a part of the next generation of Arkansas sports. Whether they're checking out the Garland County Sports Report, tuning into a live broadcast, or reading one of our many feature articles, our fans will see your logo front and center on our website, social media, and video features. Speaking of video, let us show the world all the great things your business can do with a customized 30-second video commercial to be displayed on our website, social media, and video features. We'll work with you to create and deliver the perfect visual to grow your business. So what are you waiting for? Contact us today at XZerosports.com. The late coach Jody Frazier always said, winning is not everything, but wanting to is. And when it came to changing the culture of high school football at Mountain Pine, the Red Devils wanted it badly enough to take the state by storm.
Well, you know, we had some kids that were seniors that really bought into what we as coaches were trying to sell to them, and they were hungry for success. The basketball team the year before had success, the baseball team has had success, and we were next up. Really, it was our turn to be successful, and we had some good kids, you know, that were seniors last year that made it easy for us as coaches because like I said, they were hungry for success, and they had success in other programs, and they knew that it was possible for us to have it on the football field.
The football team's winning ways stretched beyond the gridiron and into the classrooms and hallways at Mountain Pine and increased interest within the student body. This season, the Red Devils proudly boast one of the program's biggest rosters in years.
Last year, you know, we played 19 and 20, and I think there was probably a couple of times we dressed out 18, and you know, we talked about it this year. If we have 17 or 18, we're kind of upset that's what we have for practice. Whereas last year, we were very excited to have that group. And through the success of 7-4 season from last year, we've got 9 seniors out right now, and with 1 manager, so that makes 10. And that's a big group for our size school. So we're going to look at dressing 23 every game and dressed out and ready to go. You know, for us, our practice schedule, when we practice, sometimes our kids are gone to college during the day, and we have to adjust our practices, and sometimes we don't have that many at practice, but we have that many to dress out when the day's done. And I've got some kids, like I said, I've got a big senior class, it seems like this year, because we've added some kids that are interested in football now and want to be a part of a program that they go out and they have success. And like I tell them, you know, football teaches you a lot about life and how to depend on people, and these kids are getting a lot of life lessons out here on the football field. And you know, regardless of what we say about our youth today, you know, they want structure, they want to feel success, and they want to be a part of something. And I feel like now here at Mountain Pine, we're really moving in the right direction and getting kids interested in our program.
This season, Mountain Pine faces the challenge of recreating last year's success. However, one look at this year's Red Devil squad will show you that they're ready to prove that last year was no fluke.
I'm going to tell you, it's not easy. You don't walk into a place now and surprise anybody. Everybody knows that, you know, you're for real, and whenever you come out, they're ready for you. It's a different ball game this year, and we're in a different conference. We've got to be ready every game, and I think this group, we will look different in a lot of ways because we won't have the speed we had last year. And I worry about, and we've talked about as coaches, I worry about us being as physical as we were last year. I didn't realize how some of the seniors from last year made this team real intense and get after people. And that's been a concern of ours as coaches. But I think experience makes this team hard to beat now. And I think their drive to succeed and just a taste of success. I think these guys understand that it takes a lot of work, but we're going to have to win games by driving people off the ball and playing tough defense, whereas last year, we could score at any time. This year we're going to have to take our time, be a little more methodical in what we're doing on offense, and just, drive the ball down the field. And I think with our offensive line, and they're back this year, everybody from last year with that experience. Last year we were probably average in the offensive line. This year we'll be a whole lot better just because of our experience. And those guys understand that. They understand our blocking schemes and things like that. We're just we're not a well-oiled machine, but we're greased up pretty good now. So we're just being technically sound is going to make us a lot better.
According to Coach Counts, the team's biggest asset this season, experience.
The group that are juniors this year, we're really our first year all together in the offense we're running and what we're trying to do, to move the football and things like that. And with Colin moving up from success in junior high to starting as a sophomore, Colin Smith at quarterback, the transition just kept rolling and rolling, and we built up a lot of momentum. And going into this year, we've really enjoyed our practices this year because they're all familiar with our offense. It makes things, we're not having to go back and reteach football. We're putting in our plays, and they're understanding why we run this play to a certain defense and why we do that. Whereas before, they were just going through the motions. They didn't, and now these kids understand the big picture for us, and it's been a pleasure this summer working with these guys because they just know what to do now. It's just come second nature for them.
With a new conference, new faces, and new pride in its program, look for one of the smallest schools in Garland County to do big things this season.
As a staff, we're here. It's us. It's 3 full-time, and Bryce Applegate's helping us, and we don't have a lot of time off. We're here, and the good part about when we're here, there's some of these kids that are here. They're here and they want to be a part. They want to know what we're thinking. We come in here as a coaching staff and we have to run these kids out because they just enjoy being up here. And they're hard workers. They know that these early games, they got to be in great shape because we play both ways. We call it Ironman football because we have 12 or 13 kids that play most of the game. I mean, we're both sides of the ball. We're special teams. We do it all. And as coaches, we work them hard. I mean, we get after them. And those first 3 games, that's who's going to win the game. Those first 3 games, when it's hot, it's whoever's in shape. Because at the end of the 4th quarter, I don't care how talented you are, if you can't stand upright and block somebody because you're hugging your knees and you're tired, you're probably not going to win. So that's what we've kind of worked for, is getting these guys in shape, and hey, they work hard. Our big guys that have to go both ways, that's the ones that concern us more. So we work them a little harder, and we tell them, don't just survive, you got to make yourself get better. And they do. They get after it. And like I said, us as coaches, it's us, brother. We're here, us 3, and Coach Bryce, and we enjoy it, though. We get along good. We rib each other, and these kids make it enjoyable for us. We got a good group of kids. We do. They're a lot of fun. We can joke and laugh with them, but they know when it's time to get after it, we get after it.
Perfect. Want your school or sports organization to be part of the next Garland County Sports Report? From football to band to cheerleading and everything in between, we're looking to highlight the stories that make your team great. To schedule an interview with your school or team, contact us today at 501-617-4106 or visit us online at XZerosports.com.